Welcome to another video with new stories from Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia and Sudan. Firstly, while Hassan Sheikh government says that it will deploy all its forces, it will counter Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab has stepped up its attacks in Somalia, and today in a suicide blast, a district commissioner was killed who is known for fighting Al-Shabaab for years. Secondly, we have a new story about Russian foreign minister's visit to Ethiopia. Sergei Lavrov arrived in Ethiopia yesterday and today he left Ethiopia. Did he meet PM Abiy? Thirdly, we have a new story about Al-Shabaab's attack on Ethiopia today. Ethiopian Communication Ministry released a statement about this attack because yesterday we pointed out that there were some conflicting claims made by the government in recent days about action taken on Al-Shabaab. Today government clarified. What is government's position now? Is Al-Shabaab still in the Somali region of Ethiopia? Fourthly, a press release of UN Inquiry Commission on Ethiopia is being shared. Three-member commission which has been tasked with investigation of human rights abuses committed in Ethiopia. The commission is in Ethiopia. A press release is being shared. Commission is requesting individuals, groups, organizations to submit details of violations which happened in Ethiopia. And the deadline for this submission is 31st of July. Several questions. When was this press release issued? Fifthly, we have a new story from Tigray. Tigray regional government a few hours ago released a statement about mass graves of Tigrayans in Afar and about detention of Tigrayans in Afar. Tigray government is addressing international community, but if Tigrayans in Afar are not released, what will happen? And lastly, Eritrea Sudan cooperation. Some Eritrean engineers were invited to visit South Darfur state of Sudan, where this team of engineers will inspect some sites to build a dam. So is Eritrea going to build a dam in Sudan? Does Sudan have no capabilities to construct a dam? And is this South Darfur Eritrea engagement with the approval of Sudanese government? Firstly, viewers, first news story is from Somalia. Around 2 months ago, Hassan Sheikh became president of Somalia, and he announced that Somalia's government will intensify the fight against Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab will be eradicated. We have not seen any major offensive launched by government forces against Al-Shabaab since Hassan Sheikh came to power. But on the other hand, Al-Shabaab has intensified its operations. Bomb blasts, explosions, suicide blasts are increasing in number. Ethiopia came under attack as well. Today in Somalia, Lower Shabelle region was targeted, and a district commissioner who is known for fighting Al-Shabaab for years has been assassinated. His name is Abdullahi Ali Wafo. He is district commissioner of Marka town. Marka town, situated to the south of Mogadishu, around 100 kilometers away. It is in Lower Shabelle region of Somalia, and here in a suicide blast in Marka town, this district commissioner and some others were killed. Around 10 people were killed in this suicide blast. Al-Shabaab has claimed the responsibility for this attack. In second attack in Afgoye, a market was hit, around 7 were killed there. So around 20 have been killed today in 2 explosions in Lower Shabelle. Al-Shabaab is claiming responsibility. It is in control of large territories in Somalia, and Somalia's government is just making statements. The government, which could not form cabinet so far, how can it launch a coordinated operation against Al-Shabaab? And for a coordinated operation, you need support of neighboring countries as well, Kenya, Ethiopia. But we are seeing that there is some tension visibly between Ethiopian and Somalia's governments. So that is why a coordinated operation against Al-Shabaab has not started. On the other hand, Al-Shabaab is intensifying its suicide blasts and other attacks in Somalia and in Ethiopia as well. Secondly, we have a new story for you from Ethiopia. Yesterday, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov arrived in Ethiopia. He was welcomed by Ethiopian Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen, who is Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister as well. Today, Sergei Lavrov left Ethiopia. And state media has shared pictures of Sergei Lavrov with Demeke Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister and President. Sergei Lavrov met Sahle-Work as well, Ethiopian President. Did he meet PM Abiy? State media has not shared anything so far. No statement, no pictures showing any meeting between Sergei Lavrov and PM Abiy. It seems there was no meeting between them. Though PM Abiy did release a message today, a few hours ago, and he called upon people to be united, to offer gratitude, to thank the Almighty and to be optimistic. But he has not been seen in public so far. No pictures, no videos, just a text message from him. Visibly, it seems that there was no meeting between Sergei Lavrov and PM Abiy. In coming days, some other officials are expected in Ethiopia, like Mike Hammer of US Special Envoy to the Horn of Africa and Samantha Power too. So, will he meet them? That remains to be seen. Thirdly, we have a new story about Al-Shabaab's attack on Ethiopia. Around a week ago, Al-Shabaab fighters entered Afdir zone and a neighboring zone of the Somali region of Ethiopia, and since then fighting has been going on. Somali regional government and Ethiopian National Defense Force earlier claimed that Al-Shabaab had been wiped out, but we are hearing that fighting is still going on. That is why today Ethiopian Communication Ministry released a statement. What is government's position now? Is Al-Shabaab still in the Somali region of Ethiopia, or has it been completely pushed out of Ethiopia? The government ministry says that Al-Shabaab fighters entered Ethiopia. They were counted. Around 209 were killed, both in Afdir, in Firfir, but they scattered. So now clearance operation is underway. Some Al-Shabaab fighters are in the hiding. They're hiding in different places. So that is why this clearance operation, this cleaning operation is taking time. Otherwise, action has been taken. Main force of Al-Shabaab has been destroyed in Ethiopia. Only those who are on the run, who are in hiding, they are being tracked and they are being killed, injured or arrested, whatever the case is. So government is confirming in a way that Al-Shabaab is still in Ethiopia. Ethiopian territories have not been completely cleared. Secondly, once again, today government accused Oromo Liberation Army. It said that Al-Shabaab want to take control of Al-Kare, and from Al-Kare it was planning to reach Oromia to connect with OLA. Surprisingly, I have not seen any statement from Oromo Liberation Army so far about this government claim. Though Ideologically, OLA and Al-Shabaab are poles apart. Al-Shabaab is a Muslim extremist organization. OLA is not a Muslim organization. It's a group which is being led by Christian Oromo fighters. Muslims are part of OLA, but it's not a Muslim organization. And then Al-Shabaab and OLA's objectives are also very different. But government says that Al-Shabaab was trying to reach Ballet to connect with Oromo Liberation Army. We're waiting for OLA's statement. I have contacted one of their spokespersons about what is OLA's position on this government claim. So the government is confirming that Al-Shabaab is still in Ethiopia. Clearance operation is underway. How long will this clearance operation take? That remains to be seen. Fourthly, viewers, we know that a UN inquiry commission is visiting Ethiopia these days. 3-member commission formed last year. Ethiopia opposed the commission. The commission is investigating abuses, human rights abuses, humanitarian law violations, refugee law violations which happened in Ethiopia since the 3rd of November 2020. This commission has released a press, it has shared a press release. It is an intimation, a request to individuals, groups, organizations that whoever has information, documentation about human rights abuses, violations of refugee law, violations of humanitarian law, they should share the details with this commission. The commission will investigate, and commission will keep the identity of those who provide this information secret. Identity will not be disclosed. Now, the deadline for this submission is 31st of July. Today is 27th of July. Just 4 days. Question is, when was this press release issued? Was it released a few weeks ago? Because I have seen it for the first time. If it is being released now, then deadline should be extended. People should be given time. Groups should be given time. It will take some time to collect information. But only 4 days are being given for the submission of these reports regarding human rights abuses. Can we say that this commission will now start its investigation from the 3rd of November 2020? Because it's a sticking point between the commission and Ethiopian government. Ethiopian government wants the commission to start investigations from June 2021. Tigray wants this commission to start its work from the 3rd of November, 4th of November 2020. So will this commission now start investigations from the 3rd of November, or will it rely on an earlier investigation conducted last year by UN and Ethiopian Rights Commissions? The investigation was rejected by Tigray government. Only concern is that this deadline should be extended. People should be given some time. It takes time to collect information about so many violations which happened during a Tigray conflict. Fifthly, viewers, Tigray government a few hours ago released a statement about detention of Tigrayans in Afar and about mass graves of Tigrayans found in Afar. Tigray government says that Abul Arba, president of Afar region, Isaias Afwerki of Eritrea, Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia, and Amhara elite are behind the plight of innocent Tigrayans who are in detention in Afar, and most of them returned from Saudi Arabia. And on their return, they were put in detention, and some were arrested from Abala. Some were from Samra, and they have lost whatever they had in terms of their earned wealth, and now they are at the mercy of these governments. Tigray government says that if there is no action taken, these parties will suffer consequences because innocent Tigrayans are suffering. International community must take action. So the message is for international community that it should take action. The statement claims that around 17,000 Ethiopian National Defense Force Tigrinya speaking members are in detention too. Around 10,000 are in detention in Afar, but no one is taking any action. If these Tigrayans are not released, what will happen? Will Tigray consider some military action? Or will it keep on issuing statements to pacify the concerns of people in Tigray? That's a very important question, viewers. Ethiopian government will have to make some decisions. Otherwise, it cannot go on forever. Pressure at home for Tigray regional government will make it take some actions. And lastly, viewers, Eritrean engineers are visiting South Darfur in Sudan. A few days ago, South Darfur governor visited Eritrea, and he invited a team of Eritrean engineers. The engineers are visiting potential dam sites where dams can be built. You can see some pictures on your screen. These Eritrean engineers arrived in South Darfur a few hours ago. Inspections are underway. Only two questions. Firstly, is this contact between South Darfur and Eritrea with the approval of Sudanese government? Or is Eritrea trying to develop ties with regional governments of Sudan without the approval of Sudan's government? And secondly, it shows Eritrean reach, that Eritrea has built a power plant in Juba, South Sudan, and now it is working, it is analyzing the potential construction of some dams in Sudan. Thank you for watching.